Good afternoon. Welcome to the formal meeting of the Phoenix City Council for May 25th, 2022. Thank you for joining us. We'll begin today's council meeting with an invocation from Fire Chaplain Nick Petrucci.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the honor to be here. Before we get started, I was wondering if you would please, if we could observe a moment of silence in regards to the evil events in Texas yesterday, and then I will start praying. Father God, we come to you today with heavy and heartbroken hearts, Lord, with the events that took place yesterday. I would just like to lift up each and every family that was involved in that situation yesterday with the little children, Lord. Father, I pray for the families. I thank you for the officers that ran into the gunfire to stop that situation, Lord. I pray for each first responder that showed up that day and did their job, Father. Lord, I pray for the medical team that's still treating them at the hospital, Lord. Father, I just thank you for men and women that choose to try to help and to make a difference, Lord. But it's such a tragic event. I just pray that you be with that community, Lord. Father God, we thank you for this day you have given us and the opportunity to serve our great city and community. Father, I thank you for our mayor and council members as they have chosen to enter this arena of leadership. Lord, I ask you to please guide them and give them wisdom and discernment as they make decisions on today's agenda. Please give each of them open hearts and ears to listen to each other and the community that they serve. Please give them courage and strength for the follow-through on their decisions. Father, I'd like to pray for all the city departments and their leadership. Please put a hedge of protection around us as a city. Once again, God, thank you for the opportunity to serve wherever we are. To you be the glory. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain, for those words. Councilman Waring, will you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Thank you so much. We'll now begin with roll call.
Councilwoman Ansari.
Here.
Councilman DeCiccio. Councilmember Garcia.
Here.
Councilwoman Guardado.
Here.
Councilwoman O'Brien.
Here.
Councilwoman Stark.
Here.
Councilman Waring.
Here.
Vice Mayor Pastor. Mayor Gallego.
Here. Mario Barajas and Carmen Cota are here with, welcome Councilman DeCiccio. Mario Barajas and Carmen Cota are with us to provide interpretation services. I'll turn to Mario for a brief introduction.
Yes, Mayor, thank you. As you've already mentioned, my name is Mario Barajas and also Carmen Cota. We will both be serving as today's Spanish interpreters. I'm now going to take a moment to introduce ourselves to our Spanish-speaking audience. Hola, buenas tardes. Bienvenidos a la reunión formal del Consejo Municipal. Mi nombre es Mario Barajas y junto con mi colega Carmen Cota estaremos sirviendo como intérpretes de español el día de hoy. Deseamos pedirles un par de puntitos de antemano. Si es que van a estar dando un comentario público, por favor, hable despacio, con claridad y evite tener distracciones de fondo. Finalmente, pause después de cada una o dos oraciones para que les podamos interpretar lo que esté diciendo de la manera más completa posible. Muchas gracias. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mario. Will the city clerk please read the 24-hour paragraph?
The titles of the following ordinance and resolution numbers on the agenda were available to the public at least 24 hours prior to this council meeting and therefore may be read by title or agenda item only. Ordinances numbered G6986 through 6988, S48615 through 48677, and resolutions 22020 through 22028.
Thank you. I'll turn to our city attorney to explain the role of public comment in council meetings.
Thank you, Mayor. Members of the public may speak for up to 2 minutes to comment on agenda items to be discussed. Comments must be related to the agenda item and the action being considered by the council. General comments that go beyond the scope of the agenda item must be made in the citizen comment session at the end of the agenda. The The City Council and staff cannot discuss or comment on matters related to pending investigations, claims, or litigation. The City Code requires speakers to present their comments in a respectful and courteous manner. Profane language, threats, or personal attacks on members of the public, council members, or staff are not allowed. A person who violates these rules will lose their opportunity to continue to speak.
Thank you. Next, we'll move to boards and commissions. For today's council meeting, Councilmember Garcia will serve as vice mayor. Vice Mayor, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve mayor and city council boards and commission nominations.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
Aye.
Nay. Passes unanimously. We next go to agenda item number 2, which is reappointment of the Phoenix Municipal Court judges and chief presiding judge. Vice Mayor.
Motion to approve reappointment of Judge Tina Salmon, Judge Laura Laurie, and Municipal Court Chief Presiding Judge B. Don Taylor III.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments? Just want to express my appreciation to our municipal court system for continuing to innovate, to be solution-oriented, and to navigate difficult times, including a pandemic. I look forward to supporting this. And for our city clerk, do we need a roll call on this? All right, can we have a voice vote? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Nay. Passes unanimously. Congratulations, and we'll look forward to the swearing in at a future meeting. The City Council provides advisory services to the state of Arizona on liquor licenses, and we will turn to that portion of our agenda. Vice Mayor, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve items 3 through 11.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Passes unanimously. Next we go, City Clerk, are we ready for ordinances, resolutions, new business planning, and zoning?
Yes, Mayor.
Thank you. Great agenda today, economic development, 39 housing units, and so much more. Vice Mayor, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve items 12 through 111, except the following. Items 14, 30, 43, 46, 50, 52, 62, and 67, noting that item 52 is as revised. Item 62 is being continued to June 15, 2022. Item 105 is as corrected. And excluding these items for virtual public comment, items 40 and 52. And can the clerk confirm if there are any other items that should be excluded for in-person public comment?
Vice Mayor, no other items need to be excluded at this time. Thank you.
I will second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments or corrections? Nice job, Vice Mayor. Roll call.
Ansari,
Yes.
DeCiccio,
Yes.
Garcia,
Yes.
Guardado,
Yes.
O'Brien,
Yes.
Stark,
Yes.
Waring,
Yes.
Gallego.
Yes.
Passes 8-0.
Thank you. Next we go to the payment ordinance. Item 14, Race Forward Our GARE program. Vice Mayor.
Motion to approve item 14.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments? Roll call.
Ansari,
Yes.
DeCiccio,
No.
Garcia,
Yes.
Guardado,
Yes.
O'Brien,
Yes.
Stark,
Yes.
Waring,
No.
Gallego. Passes 6-2.
Next is item 30, settlement of claim. Vice Mayor.
Motion to approve item 30.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments? Roll call.
Ansari,
Yes.
DeCiccio,
No.
Garcia,
Yes.
Guardado,
Yes.
O'Brien,
Yes.
Stark,
Yes.
Waring,
No.
Gallego.
Yes.
Passes 6-2.
So moving on to item 40. Do we have a motion?
I move to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
I believe there's someone who wants to speak.
Okay.
Vice Mayor.
Okay. Can we get that speaker? Not on the line?
The speaker is not on the line.
Okay. Roll call.
Ansari,
Yes.
DeCiccio,
Yes.
Garcia,
Yes, and I wanted to make a quick comment, just in gratitude of the firefighters. We know our firefighters need this support from us. Their job is so dangerous, and we hope that this leads to better health outcomes. So yes.
O'Brien, Guardado,
Yes.
O'Brien,
Yes.
Stark,
Yes.
Waring,
Yes.
Gallego. Passes 7-0.
Thank you. Moving on to item 43. Do we have a motion?
Motion to a second.
Second.
Roll call.
Ansari,
Yes.
DeCiccio,
Yes.
Garcia,
Yes.
Guardado,
I'm a yes, but I have comments on this. So I just wanted to thank Nancy Allen, Roseanne Albright, and the whole team in the Office of Environmental Programs for their work on this item. Overall, their focus on the Phoenix Resilient Food System portion of our American Rescue Plan Act allocation has been exceptional, and I appreciate their work connecting to small farmers across the city. I am proud to support Yobro Farms in District 5 as a recipient of this important grant opportunity. My staff has been in contact with the team at Yobro, and we are eager to support their continued efforts. Thanks again to the city staff that worked so hard on this grant, and I am excited to be supporting this item today.
O'Brien,
Yes.
Stark,
Yes.
Waring,
Yes.
Gallego.
Yes.
Passes 8-0.
Next, we go to 46, the authorization to issue the RFP for the Mexico Trade Office in Hermosillo Consulting Services. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve item 46.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Comments? Councilmember Garcia.
Thank you. Councilman Guardado and I had the experience of going out and opening and having conversations with the folks in Hermosillo. Really excited to continue that work, continue the support for both businesses here to flourish in Hermosillo and businesses from Hermosillo to flourish here. So really excited to vote yes on this.
Councilwoman Guardado.
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, it was a really great trip that we were able to take out there and seeing the opportunities of partnership and being able to bring a little bit of Mexico to Phoenix, especially for all of those people that cannot make the trip out to Mexico. I know that we just had a delegation of folks that were just here from Hermosillo and trying to figure out how is it that they bring their businesses here. I'm looking forward to this partnership. I'm very grateful for everyone that received us with open arms in Hermosillo and been able to open up the office. And I'm excited to see all the great work that's going to happen. And also thanks to our economic developer, Chris Mackey, for all of her hard work on this and keeping them motivated during the pandemic. I know that it was not easy. The last 2 years have not been easy, but looking forward to what this partnership is going to bring for the city.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilwoman Ansari.
Thank you, Mayor. First, I wanted to also congratulate my colleagues and thank them for leading the delegation to go to Hermosillo. I think this is very, very exciting. We all know that Mexico is one of our strongest trade partners, and especially for me as we wrap up our work on the electric vehicle roadmap for the city of Phoenix, I think reopening our services in the manufacturing powerhouse of Sonora is perfect timing. I was excited to hear that they are actually the first city in Mexico that has started to electrify their city fleets, starting with solar-powered electric cars for their public safety department. So I think our close proximity with them and working with them closely will be great as we begin to do the same. And also huge thanks to our economic development director, Chris Mackey, who traveled to celebrate the rededication of this office. It's a very exciting day. Thank you.
Thank you. Roll call.
Ansari,
Yes.
DeCiccio,
Yes.
Garcia,
Yes.
Guardado,
Yes.
O'Brien,
Yes. Yes.
Stark,
Yes.
Waring,
No.
Gallego.
Yes.
Passes 7-1.
Next, we go to item 50, Enhanced Municipal Services District Consulting Contract Award. Vice Mayor.
Motion to approve item 50.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments? Roll call.
Ansari,
Yes.
DeCiccio,
No.
Garcia,
Yes.
Guardado,
Yes.
O'Brien,
Yes.
Stark,
Yes.
Waring,
Mayor, I want to explain my vote, and if I say something wrong, if Chris Mackey could correct me. But I vote against the Enhanced Municipal Services District, but this is not part of the Enhanced Municipal Services District. This is an audit or oversight of them. Is that correct, Chris?
Mayor, Councilman Waring, that is correct. This is not part of the EMSD. This is an oversight and audit of the financial information that comes out of that.
Yeah, so even if I may vote against the program, I certainly would want to make sure the taxpayer dollars or any dollars are being spent appropriately, so I'm going to vote yes. Thank you.
Gallego.
Yes.
Passes 7-1.
Thank you. Next, we go to item 52, which is authorization to enter into a development agreement and other agreements with Concord Wilshire Capital for the redevelopment of Metro Center Mall and the acquisition and construction of public parking garages. Vice Mayor, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve item 52.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. We do have one member of the public to speak, and then Steve Betts available for any questions that council members have. We'll begin with Mary Grace McNear.
Mayor and Council, good afternoon. I apologize, I may have signed up incorrectly. I have no comments on this other than to support it.
Thank you. First we'll go, does anyone have questions for Steve Betts or Mrs. McNear? Wonderful, thank you. All right, that concludes our public comment, and I will turn to Councilman Waring for comments.
Chris, thank you, Mayor. I've talked to you about this before. Could you just explain what we're doing here?
Mayor, Councilman Waring, I'd be privileged to. So this is a development agreement that would provide an opportunity for the redevelopment of Park Central Mall, our former mall that, of course, I remember being at when I was a small child, Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor waitress right here. So as we look at moving forward, some of the most significant challenges that we have in old mall redevelopment is the cross-access parking easements and infrastructure. As you can imagine, they're like a bowl of spaghetti underneath the malls.
Can I? You said Park Central. I think you meant Metro Central.
I apologize,
Okay.
Metro. Oh my goodness, please excuse me. I apologize.
No,
Metro
I know I'm getting
Center.
dodgy. My old age, I was like, wow, this is completely different than I thought it was. Let me look again. Okay, I didn't mean to correct you like that. I thought I knew what you meant, but just people at home might get confused too.
For the record, thank you so much for correcting me. Metro Center. Oh my goodness. So what this allows the opportunity is for the city to come into a public-private partnership and to participate financially with any new general fund revenue that's created by the project or in the district around the area around the project that would reimburse them for the cost of the public parking garage and any public amenities that would be open and available to the public with public easements over the top of them. From the day this is built, it will be built and paid for by Title 34 through the developer themselves. And at the end of construction, at certificate of occupancy, the garage or garages will transfer to city's ownership. So they will be in city ownership. This is not a community facilities district. This is not a special taxing jurisdiction. This is simply the city using its general fund revenue to cause redevelopment of a mall. And in return, we will own a public asset, which is the parking garage, and have public rights over a public amenity space.
Mayor, can I ask a follow-up?
Please do.
Thank you, I appreciate it. So I mean, we own parking structures downtown, correct? So those are pay lots. Is this going to be a revenue generator for us, or, I mean, what kind of lot is it going to be? Or is it just going to be open parking for the mall, or do we know?
Mayor, Councilman Waring, yes, we do know. So there will be revenue that goes, so I'm going to make up a number. Let's say the garage is $17 million to build a garage. There will be an account that the city's TPT money goes into, any parking revenue goes into, and anything else that's collected on the parking garage goes into. That revenue will be used first as operation and maintenance, O&M on the garage, and a long-term capital program on the garage. Secondarily, it will be used to pay off the debt service on the garage itself. When the garage is paid, and let's say that it's paid at 25 years, it may be paid earlier. When the garage is paid, at that time, yes, it will be a revenue generator to the city. We can charge for parking. A future council could choose to sell the garage and monetize the garage at that time. That would be for a future council to decide what they want to do with that publicly owned asset.
Mayor, if I can, so if I had to sum up what you just said, this may be completely wrong. The developer builds the garage, we collect the revenue, we pay off the garage, and at the end we own the garage.
Just a
and then we get the revenue from the garage whenever that is paid off.
Just a little tweaking there. So there will be a participation between our finance department and the developer, by which there will be an account that we both have access to, that will be where the revenue is paid off from those assets. So we would collect all the asset money on the garage. It would go into a fund that then would be collected to us, correct, and then anything that's not needed for operation and maintenance and capital of the garage would go to the developer to pay off the debt service. So we won't control the debt service. The developer will. The city will have no obligation to the debt service at all.
Mayor, it's up to them to pay it off.
Mayor,
and then taxpayers are on the hook for running it. People who park there are on the hook for running it or paying for it. It's pay as you go. And then when there's spillover, it goes to the developer to pay them off for building it. And at the end, we have a revenue-generating asset.
Mayor, Councilman Waring, you're exactly correct.
Is that an accurate summary?
Very accurate.
I just want to make sure I understood. I appreciate your patience with me.
My pleasure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Any additional comment? Councilwoman Stark.
Mayor, I just wanted to thank Mr. Betts and Chris Mackey for the excellent work they did. But I know there were two people determined to make sure this would happen, and that was first Councilwoman Thelda Williams and now Councilwoman Ann O'Brien. And I'm very excited for them. I'm very excited for Metro Center. I remember going there too with the old ice rink. So this is very exciting that we're going to see redevelopment, and I know this development agreement will help ensure that. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Roll call.
Ansari,
Yes.
DeCiccio,
Yes.
Garcia,
Yes.
Guardado,
Yes.
O'Brien,
Yes.
Stark,
Yes.
Waring,
Yes.
Gallego.
Yes.
Passes 8-0.
We next go to item 67, visual interpreting services for Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve item 67.
I will second it.
Wonderful. Thank you, Councilwoman, for that second, and I will turn to you for comments.
Thank you. I'm very excited to support this item. Several months ago, then Board of Supervisor Steve Chukri asked me to meet with one of his constituents who is legally blind. The gentleman is a frequent user of Sky Harbor Airport. He told me of an app that can guide him through an airport. It actually gives him the visual assistance to find gates, read arrivals and departures, look at menus at the restaurants, and the like. One of the airports he mentioned that used it was where Chad once worked. So I immediately contacted Chad, and he put the wheels in motion to provide this service for our airport as well. Just another example of Sky Harbor being the friendliest airport in the country. So I want to thank Chad, Matt, and his staff for making sure this was implemented. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. And for those of you who don't go to every council meeting, Chad is our aviation director, and Matt is Matt Heil, who was our project manager on this great project. So thank you. Another win for making Sky Harbor more inclusive. This builds on the work we've done to be a dementia-friendly airport, including offering a compassion cacti lanyard that signals to our team when people with dementia or other high needs are in the airport and might be able to get additional support and services. People in our community with an autism diagnosis have benefited from as well. Soon we'll open a new concourse that's doing additional investments to make sure that we are accessible and leading the pack. And so Matt, Chad, and the team, congratulations, and thank you for your leadership in making sure that Sky Harbor is the friendliest airport for everyone. Additional comments?
Mayor?
Councilman DeCiccio.
It'll be quick. Just want to thank Chad for all the work that he does over there. He's really been on the cutting edge on many things, and he's been able to bring back to the city of Phoenix, that cutting edge mentality, and we haven't had that in a while. We used to just kind of stagnate, and now we're literally moving into a new era, and I just am impressed every day by what he does over there. Thank you, Mayor.
Wonderful. Roll call.
Ansari.
Yes.
DeCiccio.
Yes.
Garcia.
Yes.
Guardado.
Yes.
O'Brien.
Yes.
Stark.
Yes.
Waring.
Yes.
Gallego.
Yes.
Passes 8-0.
Thank you. Councilman Waring, do you have a motion to reconsider item 69?
Yes, Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to reconsider item 69.
Second.
We have a motion
Second.
and a second to reconsider item 69. So if this motion is successful, then we would revote on item 69. All those in favor of reconsideration of 69, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Nay. We will now return to item 69, which is the request to submit annual Federal Transit Administration grant applications and enter into grant agreements. Before we reconsider, does anyone have any comments on this item? And I would just say I was enthusiastic about supporting this the first time and will again, thanks to the Infrastructure and Jobs Act, as well as our partnership with the federal government generally and the support of our voters with T2050 and Proposition 400. We have great abilities to maintain our transit system, which has been so important to the success of our community. These are great news for anyone who's worried about maintaining our bus fleet or security investments, so much more, and a very exciting good news item. So with that, we will roll call on item 69. Oh, I'm sorry. Vice Mayor.
Motion to approve item 69.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, and I guess I'll ask one more time for additional comments on 69. All right, roll call.
Ansari.
Yes.
DeCiccio.
Mayor, just a quick explanation. Even though it does have some transit associated with it, this is an overall project that would be extremely beneficial to the city of Phoenix. And, when it comes to projects, sometimes you have things you like in there and sometimes you don't. But overall, if you look at the benefits of this project compared to everything else that might be in it, it completely outweighs anything that could be negative. And so I'm going to be a yes, Mayor.
Garcia.
Yes.
Guardado.
Yes.
O'Brien.
Yes.
Stark.
Yes.
Waring.
No.
Gallego.
Yes.
Passes 7-1.
Thank you. That concludes the agendized portion.
During citizen comment, members of the public may address the City Council for up to 3 minutes on issues of interest or concern to them. The citizen comment session is limited to 30 minutes. The Arizona Open Meeting Law permits the City Council to listen to the comments, but prohibits council members from discussing or acting on the matters presented.
Thank you. To show we are multimedia, we have 2 comments today, one virtual, one in person. We'll begin with the virtual with Joel Erickson, followed by Ann Ender, who is with us, and we'd invite you down to the podium. Joel, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you for your time, Your Honor and council members. I'm here on behalf of Support Sky Harbor Coalition. As you all know, Sky Harbor is the largest economic engine in the state. It's very important to our whole community to protect Sky Harbor for the future. The proposed Tempe Entertainment District, which is straight east of Sky Harbor's busiest departure runway, I'm concerned that it places the future of Sky Harbor in jeopardy. Included in that entertainment district is a high-rise residential building in an area with high levels of aircraft noise, and it goes against an agreement between the cities of Phoenix and Tempe, an agreement that dictates flight paths for plane departing to the east of Sky Harbor. And the agreement protects Tempe neighborhoods from having flight paths over their homes. Placing anything residential less than 2,000 feet off the end of a busy runway and right under the flight path is a direct violation of that agreement. And it's going to lead to noise complaints. That's how it goes when you develop residential around an airport, and then they begin to oppose airport development, and it leads to less air service and fewer local jobs and more costly flights. And I would hate to see us in a situation like Denver, where we have to relocate a major source of transportation infrastructure to a location outside the city to be able to develop it further. I'm asking you all to do everything you can to protect Sky Harbor for the benefit of the entire region. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Ann.
Good afternoon. It's so neat to be here. Thank you. Mayor Gallego, Vice Mayor Garcia, and council members. Ann Ender, I'm president of Operation Blue Ribbon, and it's hard to believe that for the last 2 years we've been engaged, myself and other neighborhood leaders have been engaged in activities to show our Phoenix Police Department support, as well as what, is someone saying something? As well as trying to boost the morale. And I'm here today because I have a great concern about a decision that's been made to seek an interim police chief outside of the department. I think it puts our public safety at risk, and I think it makes I think it's going to be critical to the stability of our department. I'm sorry, I'm getting confused. So for whatever reasons this decision's been made, expect consequences in the form of further loss of officers, inability to attract candidates, and a continued rise in crime. Our public safety is already at risk, and as we are just above the minimum number of sworn personnel to effectively manage the increasing crime. They need a leader they can trust and one that has experience to bring the department back to the crown jewel it was. I believe that leader's in place. I think he can restore our police department back to what it was, and I think that it will be a big mistake not to move forward that way. And I say that with all due respect to our city manager and his department. Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes public comment. We are adjourned.